All right, before this bonus episode of Countdown to Infinity and Avengers podcast, I want to let you know of a couple cool things that are going on. If you follow us on Twitter and on Facebook at DelphinPod, DelfinPod, we'll update you on some new episodes and some brand new podcasts that we're releasing in the next coming months. And we have a Patreon. So if you go to patreon.com/DelfinPod, you can donate. There are a lot of cool tiers of support. We also have exclusive content that we'll be releasing online there, including episodes of this, Countdown to Infinity. This will continue on, but our supporters on Patreon will be getting some exclusive episodes, and here's some things before we release it everywhere else. So go to patreon.com/DelfinPod, donate $1 a month, $3, $10, anything you want to. But yeah, thank you very much. Welcome back to town, boys. It's time for a bonus episode. Bonus.
Whoa, he said boner.
Oh, welcome back to a boner episode. Boners.
It's not.
God damn it. Look what you did.
I finished. I'm sorry.
That's kind of like
That's the start of the bonus episode.
that's this
Fantastic.
movie. There you go.
This is Countdown to Infinity, so everything's going to be in past tense because an Infinity War is out. We watched a Marvel movie every single week, and then we watched Infinity War. And boy...
Wars.
And boy, that felt like such a long time ago already.
It literally was, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
It might have been
by
3
the
weeks ago. It
time,
might
yeah.
have been 4 weeks. Maybe. Depending on when you listen to this episode.
But we're just gonna talk about some of the things that we've been thinking about, mulling over, some of the things we might have missed in our original Infinity War conversation. But let's go around the horn and introduce ourselves. My name is Emmanuel,
hey, I'm John.
This is Andrew.
and we've got a guest.
Introduce yourself, guest.
My name's Hansel. Hello.
Good job, guest.
Yes.
I'm kidding. You told us your name, but we're just gonna call you guest.
Yeah.
All
Here we
right.
go.
Hey, Hansel, what's going on, man?
Hey, man.
What
He-Man.
Hyman.
Yeah.
You're gonna say that for some fucking
Disgusting.
reason.
No, good.
He-Man.
For the human body.
Thank you for having me on Counted Down
Yeah.
to Infinity.
Let's see. What was your favorite moment?
Yeah, because you
Let's
were.
do this. What was
he
your
wasn't
favorite
on.
moment? What was your favorite
Just-
moment?
Moment?
Just
Yeah.
in general.
Not just in your life.
Well, there was that time that
He's reflecting, guys. He's looking up above his
Yeah.
shoulder.
Really issue.
Yeah. I imagine a thought bubble.
there's a really good glass of water I had when I
I
was
know.
8 years old.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, we're gonna
From Alaska.
we're gonna do that scene. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Here's some water. Glug, 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 glug.
That's not me. That's not part of my memory. That was
Oh.
Delphin.
Sorry, I was just trying to add sound effects
No,
to your memory.
no, we're gonna have to do it again.
Okay, here we go.
Just- I'm waiting.
Who gave you the water? Do you remember?
The faucet did.
Oh, okay. Then
Nice.
I'll
Yeah.
play the faucet.
Okay.
Ready?
Ding dong.
No, that's not. That's not.
Hello, this is the faucet. Yes, I
not
got
how
your,
it
your
went.
water delivery here, sir.
You wait.
But no, in general, what was your favorite moment in Infinity War? Because you weren't on the original Infinity War.
No, it wasn't. It's
episode.
okay.
So go ahead. Let's do this.
Man, that's a. Damn it, dude! You should
there's-
prep me with these questions.
There's a lot, obviously, in the movie for sure.
But
Yeah.
you've seen Infinity War, right?
Oh no.
Oh
hasn't.
no!
Oh,
I just
from the trailer.
I'm going from the trailer. Yeah,
Looks like it.
where
They win.
Captain America holds the glove
Ooh.
because he thinks something amazing's gonna happen, and then nothing amazing happens.
Boom.
From that. But
In real life.
favorite moment. Can I just say standout moment? Is that all right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
No.
Because I started welting up whenever like Vision was.
Getting his ass whipped.
Oh,
yeah,
which
not
one
in the
of-
beginning.
Well, I was like, he spends the entire movie getting his ass whipped. So
Yeah.
as soon as you see him,
Because he
you're like,
can't phase through any
"Oh,
of them.
He found love, and then
Yeah.
boom, ass whipped,
Stab,
ass whipped,
stab,
ass
stab,
whipped.
stab. He's always getting
Whenever-
stabbed.
Prison
Yeah.
rules.
Ooh.
Whenever he's asking like Scarlet Witch to destroy the gem, that's the part that got me. Like at the end before.
Oh, like when she actually destroys it, like
Right.
when she's she's holding
Right.
off Thanos with like one arm, and then
Yeah.
okay, that's
That'll-
that's the
that
second
But
whole
one.
a common theme, right? Kill me if you have to. Gamora
Right.
asked the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Who's the third person?
Probably
The Vision again.
the Vision
Yeah,
again.
'cause he comes
Twice.
back, yeah.
The Vision asked
twice.
twice to get killed, and it happened.
No.
Yes.
Doctor
He
Strange.
he was into it until
Yeah, that's right.
Thanos.
Yeah, that's
Doctor
true.
Strange. He knew that he had
he
he
had to
himself
die.
had to die to save him.
But also too, like he also told Stark that like if it comes between you or the kid or like the stone being saved, he's like I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you die to like
Right.
to save the
Yeah,
stone.
And
yeah.
all these weeks later, Doctor Strange is still one of the best parts of the movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of been thinking
you
about
you
it. yeah.
really reflect on it, and you're like, holy crap! Like, where was this in his own movie?
in his own movie, yeah,
My
exactly.
God.
I think Doctor Strange, because of his power and who he is and his character, I wouldn't feel bad if he maybe survives. I mean, we know he's hopefully going to survive, but if he just pops in a ton of Marvel movies down the line, because I'd like to check up on him every now and then. He's like, oh hey guys.
I read a lot of people didn't really enjoy the banter between Stark and Strange because they felt like they were two
Very
similar
similar.
characters, but I didn't feel that at all. Because Tony Stark is a little I mean, they're wisecracks, sure, but
Right, yeah.
Stark's like
It's a little bit more
Looney
jokey.
Toony,
Yeah, it's still a
yeah.
little bit more jokey than Strange is. Strange kind
Yeah.
of has like a not
he's
a
very serious.
yeah, like he'll probably say something but very dry, a little bit more
And it's
dry.
it's more of a jab,
Yeah,
like a
exactly.
real jab at people.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
also,
yeah,
like-
it's like a little bit more condescending than,
Yeah.
than Stark is.
But
Right.
because of their similarities, it's funnier. I would feel like if they're
Yeah.
not at all, if one of them was more commanding than the other, then there would be no friction. It'd be like, oh man, that guy's just submitting.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
I definitely feel like it's awesome that they have the screen time that they do because I would hope that it is kind of like a passing of the torch. So Spider-Man's there. Obviously, he's your future. You can sign this kid up potentially for another 10 years or whatever. But
Because
you
he's
know,
what, 12 or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, exactly. But he's gonna grow up faster than you know. They're gonna have to have a time lapse eventually.
Puberty. Yeah.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
always do.
But I think it would be awesome to see. Like, I think logically that's your best move to hand the torch off to is Benedict Cumberbatch to lead the the next wave of the MCU.
Well, so there are a couple of things that people are talking about now that the movie's been out for a little bit. Little glimpses into the minds of the people making it, and some things that we didn't talk about when the original pod came out. One of those things, James Gunn went on Twitter. He went on Twitter, which is a dirty Twitter. It's on the dark web.
It's that trash Twitter.
Trash Twitter. He went on Trash Twitter.
That's just regular Twitter.
Someone asked him what Baby Groot, or sorry, Teenage Groot says
to Rocket.
to Rocket, and he says, "Papa, Daddy,
I thought it was just Dad.
Father,
Papa.
Papa."
Hey.
Yeah, he says Dad. It just makes it a lot sadder.
It does, I guess. I don't know. I feel like James Gunn may have been just like retconning something, or I don't know. But maybe he really does know what Groot says, like every single. I mean, he
Yeah.
wrote him, so.
Yeah.
I appreciate how much
yeah.
input he has in this movie, James Gunn,
Mhm.
because it really made the Guardians feel genuine. That was always one of the big, I guess, it was one of my bigger issues with when the movie was being made. Is I don't know how the Guardians are going to be
Because they're
having the
super
Russo
different, yeah.
brothers write them. Which the Russo brothers are great with multiple characters, obviously, but I didn't think that it would feel the same. It was like the way when the Russos wrote for Iron Man. I think in the original podcast for Civil War, I did say that it was so almost out of character for Tony to be so serious because he was always that kind of jokester, like the way we just
Right.
compared Benedict Cumberbatch, because he was being written by the Russos, So
I think if anything, here this time,
yeah, it's way better, and I was
Yeah,
actually
exactly,
happy with
yeah.
how comic accurate the Guardians were in the movie.
even more so Rocket. I think Rocket was more, if anyone, to me, the person who felt not out of character, not in a bad way, but like Rocket Raccoon was probably the most different from his actual Guardians of the Galaxy like movie self, because he's not.
He was the captain.
He was the captain. Also, he was a little bit more mature. Like he didn't like I mean everything that he said wasn't a wisecrack. Like almost like every
Right.
two things he said. I guess
Yeah.
in this case,
It's
like,
really cool to see how Yandu really affected him
yeah
going
exactly,
through.
yeah.
Like he definitely had the biggest, change in character after
But
that.
I still
for
like
sure.
those small consistencies he's got with taking people's body parts.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And stuff like that. Yeah. like
that
the
was a cool
callbacks,
build up. Yeah, now you can watch Guardians 1 and be like, oh, that wasn't for nothing.
That was the eye.
Boom.
You brought up the Russo?
In the arm.
Russo? Russo.
Fee.
Fiki. Feige.
Feige.
But they had a little Easter egg for Arrested Development. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
That thing, the Bluth.
Tobias
Tobias?
Funke when he blues himself. He's in the collector's.
Lose himself.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the actual actor though, right?
No, it's not. It's just a person.
That would be cool if it was
It's a blue
cross.
dude in like a never nude suit or something like that.
Never
Like
nude.
dude,
Never
like
nude.
jeans. Yeah.
And it comes back this month. I'm so excited for
Arrested
the
Development?
next season. Yeah.
A troubled path for one
yeah,
actor.
exactly.
Well, Michael didn't know, he didn't know that the collector. What do you guys think? So obviously the deaths are the most important part of the movie, I think. But what do you guys think about all the deaths? Does everyone come back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
100% they do.
That's what's like that. What's
Yeah.
crazy is like I guess like it's to people like it's gonna be resolved. I guess it's just as frustrating as watching like a season finale and you're
Like,
not
this
you're not
is
gonna
really
be able to watch
cool
it until like next fucking
Because
year.
Yeah.
it's almost as if Marvel plans like, hey, our comics aren't doing too hot right now, so we're gonna
Ooh,
release
ouch.
a movie,
Burn,
and then but
man.
now
Yeah.
people will go and buy Infinity Gauntlet so that they can read how it ends. Isn't that crazy?
Well,
That
so
people want to know what
that's a good
comes
idea.
next, and they don't want to wait another
That's a good
year.
point. Yeah.
So they'll
That's
go
'cause-
back and
yeah.
like
People are
we
impatient as fuck.
Yeah.
well, and like the people who know what happens in the comic are like, okay, we know what happens in comic books.
It's
No
like
one
the
ever
same.
dies.
It's like the same thing when people cried at the end of Passion of the Christ.
oh, okay.
Like they
Oh,
didn't
Jesus.
know what was gonna
Oh.
happen. Like you knew that was gonna happen. You know he
exactly.
comes back also. Like come on.
I
After
did-
credit scene.
I didn't cry at the during.
After credit scene, he's like, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Yeah, Sam
Boom.
Jackson comes out and Jesus.
Hey, yo,
and he's
Jesus,
like,
we need you.
"Yeah, I'm starting."
The D is silent.
What?
What?
The D and
Django Unchained?
oh, okay. I thought you meant
The
I
D
thought
in
you meant the
Christ.
D in Christ.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
Christ?
exactly, the
D Jesus.
It's the Christ.
Yeah, uh-huh.
De
The
Jesus.
Christ.
No, the D
De
is silent.
Jesus the Christ.
So yeah, so people are spoiled too because this movie's coming out. The finale comes out in a year, in less than a year now. So
Yeah.
it's
Less than a year?
You don't have to
But-
wait that
oh, wow.
long.
But also, you can use Solo to kind of cure that little addiction. But and then afterwards, you're gonna be like, "Damn, Spider-Man."
Ant-Man and the
Spider-Man
Wasp.
died.
Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out.
It
Yeah.
takes
Yeah.
two to make a thing.
I know he just skips
alright.
over the best one.
What about
Solo is next.
what about Gamora? We saw kind of a weird scene where at the end of this
My
movie,
Gamora.
where
Thanos.
where Thanos is talking to a child Gamora in a world that is oddly colored the same color as the Soul Stone.
As his face
Is she
purple.
Is she trapped in that stone, or is she dead,
Question
or
mark?
what's up?
Who
What do you
knows?
guys think?
Well, given all that evidence, I bet she's trapped in the Soul Stone.
Yeah, exactly. I think you kind of just
I think you
You
answered your own
painted it.
question. Is she in the Soul Stone? Yes. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I thought it was.
no, she is in the Soul Stone.
Well, yeah, I know, but like when I was, you can
No,
listen
you
to the
think
original.
she's in the Soul Stone.
Yeah, exactly, and you never know.
That's
but
true.
I thought that he had been like so close to dying himself, type
that
of
his
thing.
soul just like
Yeah, like he went and it was
departs.
like an afterlife. Like, oh man, and she was kind of like, it's not your time type of
Mm,
thing, a
yeah.
scene or whatever. And then he came back because what if
Oh,
like,
'cause
what
he's
if like half of
snapping
him,
his fingers
half
got
of him
him?
died?
Yeah, wow.
An arm of him kind of
and he has
shriveled
an
up.
axe in his chest
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
And in Gamora, he said he lost everything because Gamora was his everything. So it's kind of like he is very incomplete in this next film.
it's
So-
just a weird part of the movie because it's such a different kind of symbolic thing that you see like in a drama or something,
Right.
and
Yeah,
you're like, "Whoa,
in
this
a-
is weird. This
in
is
a TV
and he-
show.
yeah."
Does he have the gauntlet?
Yeah,
When
but
he's walking, yeah, like or
he
like
does.
when he's
He uses
watching the
it-
sunset, yeah,
he uses
or
it to
sunrise,
teleport.
yeah.
out of that bitch.
I'm out of here.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but it was heavily damaged apparently.
Yeah, and his arm is actually shriveled up. It's like
Yeah,
all like
half.
yeah.
Ooh,
So half of
Oh.
him
You only
is
saw his arm.
yeah.
he snapped, and then everyone,
Ooh, snap.
Lance Armstrong's one of his balls
Yeah,
disappeared.
Jesus Christ.
You guys know what I'm talking about? Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
He has one ball. He also cheated, so
Yeah, like he
it's
has
okay to
Cheater.
He is
it's
also
okay to say all this.
unbalanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open invite. Lance Armstrong.
Lance, let's see that one.
That does move.
So, anything else you guys want to add for this? We'll still have an Ant-Man and Wasp episode. I'm sure we'll have a Infinity War trivia game.
eventually
Pretty
yeah. Probably
soon.
for the DVD
Eventually,
one,
maybe.
Yeah.
maybe
For the
DVD release.
VHS
Yeah,
release.
for the Blu-ray release.
I'll be back for the VHS release. Or
For the-
can I?
Yeah,
Is that okay? Cool.
VHS.
It's in the game.
What the fuck?
All right. Well, anything you guys want to plug?
Just keep on the look. I'm going to plug this podcast in the near future because this podcast will probably be going dormant for a bit. Just want to kind of thank everybody for kind of listening to this one.
To count it down.
Yeah, thanks for counting down with us, guys. And
Thanks for counting down with us.
we're gonna be back eventually for Ant-Man and the Wasp for sure, obviously. And then after that, we'll probably think of how to retool this podcast to, suit your Marvel needs. I guess.
Counting down
Yeah,
again.
to fill your Marvel hole.
Yeah, to fill that Marvel hole in your life. That's
We
kind
just
of
want to
ending.
suit you.
The gaping hole.
Let us suit you, Zaddy.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to plug?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, obviously, if you loved Countdown to Infinity, an Avengers podcast, and if you loved, obviously, Infinity War, then come on down to Heroes and Fantasies so that you can read the book and see and find out,
Can
what
they read it
happened.
there in the stands?
No,
Oh.
you gonna have to buy it, but I mean, yeah, Uncle Sam.
You can read the first 5 pages
Yeah.
without anybody telling you.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I'm watching you guys, you readers out there. But yeah, come on down and you can get a bunch of comics, involving all your favorite characters like Spider-Man. If you miss him, it's all right. He's got a whole nother history. I think issue number 800 for Amazing Spider-Man is coming out soon, so
Nice.
that's a big milestone in his history for sure.
Yeah, and if you still like Marvel, I'm pretty sure the Revenge of the Sequel podcast may have like a Deadpool 2 episode. So if anyone
Boom.
likes Deadpool, can
And if
jump
you
on
like
over to that one.
spiders, Hansel, you still selling tarantulas out of your pickup truck?
100%.
Your pick 'em up truck.
Yep. Yeah, it's right outside if you want them. We have all shapes and sizes, some with 7 legs.
Is
Yeah.
this
Oh,
is
shit.
still $1 a leg?
Absolutely. That's why
What?
some of them have 7.
So that's why some of them are $20.
Yep.
Oh,
It's holy smokes!
Damn.
What kind of mutated?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
This is my business partner, so he just wants to make a higher overhead.
we-
But $7 is enough.
cross
Like
genetic
that's
species.
we make at
You know
least
how
$3 off each
in
one.
old '90s movies and shows, the cool kid always had a pet tarantula, and that always
That was the cool
freaked
kid.
me
Okay.
out. Or the weirdo,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
the
Man.
creep that was like, "Ugh, check out my tarantula."
That's
But yeah.
I can't. Nope.
Well,
No.
I have a pet.
Well, I would like to plug
Yeah.
listening to Counted Down to Infinity. This one,
Oh.
this episode.
This
I'll
one.
plug that.
Only listen to this one.
And if you want to listen to this voice again, I'm on the Civil War one,
Mm.
and that's the only real thing. It's a plug.
yeah,
I
but
know.
also you're gonna be on the Days of Future Past Revenge of
I'll
the
be
Sequel
on
episode.
yeah, I'll be on that one too.
Yeah.
How did you
Boom.
know that?
I don't
Boom,
know.
You're
Are
well,
you
oh,
from
I'm,
the
I'm
future?
kind of sidekick.
It's
a little
like
bit.
it's like we're doing that
Nice.
episode right after this
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Maybe.
That's insane.
Did I send myself back?
Civil War is one of our
top ep.
top eps like ever.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Boom.
Yeah.
It's be,
Is it really?
thanks to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool.
Nice.
People know you all
People
over the
know
world.
you.
Shit,
all
I
over the
should've
You're a
tried
star,
lot
baby.
harder on that one.
You're a
I should have
star.
taken my fucking shoes off.
We have
Yeah.
a lot of other shows coming out on the Delphin Pod Network that will tie you over until a year from now. So just look
Yeah.
for Delphin Pod wherever you hear podcasts.
Yeah. Fanboy
Um,
Comics. Fanboy Comics. Boom.
Yeah,
If I had to
Fanboy
send
Comics.
someone
new app.
back in time to talk to myself, it would not be Andrew.
Oh
Boom.
no.
I don't think anyone would.
I
make
would
that
never
choice.
believe him.
Yeah,
True.
exactly.
Very true. Me neither. I would not send me back either.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the future.
Future.